Life is expensive right now. Between skyrocketing housing prices, inflation eating away at your paycheck, and the general cost of just existing, it can feel like you're running on a treadmill that never stops. But what if I told you that some places in this country are actually trying to pay you to live there? That's right. Not just affordable places, places actively offering cash, tax breaks, free land, and other serious incentives to get people through the door. Today on Atlas Uncovered, we're going to be looking at the top 10 states paying people to live there. Before we dive in, a quick note. Eligibility requirements vary, and programs can change over time, so always check the latest details directly with the relevant agencies. With that said, let's get into it. Number 1. Alaska. Let's start with the most well-known example on this list, one that's been going on for decades. Alaska has a program called the Permanent Fund Dividend, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Every year, the state of Alaska distributes a portion of its oil revenues directly to its residents. To qualify, you simply need to have lived in Alaska for the entire preceding calendar year and intend to remain a resident. In recent years, those dividend checks have ranged anywhere from around $1,000 to over $2,000 per person, and that applies to every member of your household, including children. So for a family of 4, that could mean anywhere from $4,000 to $8,000 or more, landing in your bank account every single year just for living there. Of course, Alaska isn't for everyone. The winters are long and dark, and remote living comes with its own set of challenges. But if you're someone who loves wide-open spaces, stunning scenery, and a true frontier lifestyle, Alaska might just pay you to fall in love with it. Number 2. Vermont. Vermont has been quietly running one of the most appealing remote worker incentive programs in the country. The Vermont Remote Worker Grant Program offers up to $7,500 over 2 years to remote workers who relocate to the state. To qualify, you need to be a full-time remote employee who has moved to Vermont and works for a company located outside of Vermont. You also need to have incurred certain relocation expenses that the grant can help offset. And what do you get in return for moving there? Think rolling green mountains, charming small towns, and some of the best fall foliage in the entire world. Vermont consistently ranks as one of the safest and most livable states in the country. If you've been dreaming of swapping a crowded city apartment for a cozy farmhouse where you can work from home, Vermont might be the perfect fit, and now it might actually pay you to make that move. Number 3. West Virginia. West Virginia has a program called Ascend WV, and it's one of the more generous remote worker incentive packages on this list. Eligible applicants can receive $12,000 in cash spread over 2 years, plus a $2,500 outdoor recreation stipend. Because West Virginia wants you to actually enjoy living there, not just exist. To be eligible, you need to be a full-time remote worker or self-employed individual relocating to the state from outside of it. Now, West Virginia sometimes gets overlooked, but here's what you might be missing. It has some of the most spectacular outdoor scenery on the East Coast, from the new River Gorge National Park, which only became a national park in 2020, to world-class whitewater rafting, hiking, and rock climbing. The cost of living is also significantly below the national average, which means your dollars will go a lot further once you're there. Number 4. Oklahoma. If you're a remote worker looking for something a little more urban, Tulsa, Oklahoma has a program designed specifically for you. Tulsa Remote is one of the best-known relocation incentive programs in the country and offers $10,000 to qualifying remote workers who move to the city. The program doesn't stop at cash either. Participants get access to a co-working space, a built-in community of fellow transplants, and local resources designed to help you settle in quickly. Tulsa has been on a significant upswing in recent years, with a growing art scene, revitalized neighborhoods, and a surprisingly affordable housing market compared to most major metros. The program has been so successful that it's attracted thousands of applicants from across the country, and the people who've gone through it consistently rave about how welcoming and community-focused the experience has been. Number 5. Kansas. Remember those towns in Kansas we've talked about offering free land? Well, it turns out the state of Kansas as a whole has stepped up in a big way to attract new residents. Kansas has a program called the Rural Opportunity Zones Initiative, and it's a serious incentive for people willing to relocate to qualifying rural counties. The program offers up to $15,000 in student loan repayment assistance over 5 years, along with a state income tax exemption for up to 5 years. That combination is remarkably powerful. If you're carrying student loan debt, and let's face it, a lot of people are, having the state chip away at that while also giving you a tax break is the kind of relief that can genuinely change your financial picture. More than 95 of Kansas's 105 counties qualify for the program, so you'll have plenty of options when it comes to choosing where to put down roots. Number 6. Maine. Maine has a creative approach to attracting new residents, one that could save you a significant amount of money every single year. The state offers an Opportunity Maine tax credit, which allows recent graduates who live and work in Maine to claim a tax credit equal to the amount they pay toward their student loans each year. For younger workers especially, this is an incredibly attractive deal. Instead of your student loan payments just disappearing into thin air, the state essentially gives them back to you in the form of a tax credit. Maine is also one of the most naturally stunning states in the entire country, with a dramatic rocky coastline, pristine lakes, and dense forests. The pace of life is slower, the communities tend to be tight-knit, and the seafood is, well, legendary. Number 7. Maryland. For those looking to put down serious roots, Maryland has one of the more targeted incentive programs on this list. The state's SmartBuy program is designed for homebuyers who are also carrying student loan debt. Through this program, eligible buyers can receive up to $30,000, or 15% of the home's purchase price, to pay off their student loan balance at closing. That's not a grant you have to pay back over time. That's student loan debt being wiped out the moment you buy a home in the state. To qualify, you need to have an outstanding student loan balance and be purchasing a home through a participating lender. There are income and purchase price limits as well, so it's worth checking the details to see if you qualify. For anyone who's felt stuck between wanting to buy a home and being buried in student loans, Maryland's SmartBuy program might be exactly the kind of bridge you've been looking for. Number 8. Michigan. Michigan has been working hard to reverse population loss in many of its communities, and the state has launched a number of initiatives to make that happen. The Make It in Michigan program, along with various regional efforts, has made the state a growing destination for remote workers and young professionals looking for affordability without sacrificing quality of life. Detroit, in particular, has undergone a remarkable transformation over the past decade. Once the symbol of urban decline, the city has seen massive investment, a booming food and art scene, and some of the most affordable home prices of any major city in the country. In addition to city-level incentives, Michigan offers strong support through its various economic development programs for entrepreneurs and small business owners looking to grow somewhere. The cost of doing business is still manageable. Number 9. Iowa. Iowa might not be the first place that comes to mind when you think about relocation incentives, but the state has been quietly making moves to bring people in. Number 10. Connecticut. Connecticut rounds out our list with a program specifically designed to attract recent college graduates. The Chet, Baby Scholars, and various municipal programs around the state have worked to make Connecticut more accessible. A recent grad drowning in student loans, or just someone ready for a change of scenery, there may be a state on this list that's willing to make that move a whole lot easier on your wallet. What about the top 10 countries paying you to live there? Watch our next video to find out which ones made the list.